Hi friends, I wanted to discuss the topic of luck. This has been one of the most intriguing things to the mankind. Who is lucky? Who is unlucky? I want to tell you some of the secrets, how we decode the mystery of being lucky. What's luck? Is it divine, something given by God? Or is it something which we fulfill ourselves? A self-fulfilling prophecy. We know lucky ones, they have a lot of friends, they have more money, they have more opportunities, they have more happiness, they have great decision-making skills. While the unlucky ones get less opportunities. They struggle for money. They have few friends. They have challenges in everything they do. They try to seek happiness every time, but they don't get it. Researchers have concluded that luck is a self-fulfilling prophecy. We have found the lucky people are those who somehow end up getting a lot of things which otherwise people struggle. Lucky people find chance opportunities. They have a lot of friends. They somehow get to do things which otherwise very difficult for others to think of. But if you ask them, they will be happy. So how do we become lucky? Here's a $1 million question. Is it easy or is it very difficult? I would say it's easy. I am one of the lucky ones. It's easy because I follow the rule of 6. What's the rule of 6? Let's go by one. Rule number 1, create network. This network is something to do about creating a network of friends, families, and those whom we love, those who are professionally similar to what we do, and those who can pull us up, the mentors. So network is not about just going to a club, having few drinks, but network is all about giving it back to society, giving it back to people, giving to those who matter to us, and in return, they give it back to us. In the olden days, the rule of Dan and Dharma was based on creating network. The rich people wanted to give it to people, those who do not have much money. In return, they got an affection and love from the poor people. They had a lot of peace and the kings prospered. That is similar to creating network. And what I mean to say is, if you really want to grow, make sure you have a very strong network of friends, families, and people who think about you and who will give you opportunities for you to grow. Rule number 2, think positive. It's not a science which is new to any one of us. It has been since ages. We talk about positive thinking. Let's look at the positive side of everything. It's fairly easy to get upset, fairly easy to feel sad about things. But I tell you friends, try it yourself. Try thinking positive into everything. I am sure you will see the positive outcome of that. That's the rule number 2. Let's do the rule number 3. Something a bit difficult for us to understand. Digging fortunes from failure. The fact is, every problem we have some or the other positive outcome. The question is, how do we dig that positive outcome? And that's where it comes to. So friends, let's start figuring out. I give an example. There had been cases where people met with an accident. They lost their limbs. They lost a lot of things. I don't think so. That will be anything negative than that. But from there itself, they bounced back. I happened to meet a person who had met with an accident. I happened to go to a set of people who lost so many things in life. But they came back telling, God had been great to us. At least He spared our lives. There must be something which we have to do while we are alive. And believe me friends, they made a difference. Either they spread happiness or they made sure They created fortunes for themselves. They are not one, but innumerable such examples. Let's go to rule number 4. Make sure that you never ignore your inner voice, what we call as a hunch. Hunch is something which we learn over ages. When we are young kids, we don't know anything. Our parents teach us, our society teaches. We see by learning, by seeing things around us. Our parents say, don't tell lies. You should not do anything wrong. You should not abuse others. And those are the values which end up becoming our hunch. And if we have to follow our hunch all the time, I can assure you, you will see positive results. But unfortunately, what happens as we grow, our hunch takes a backseat and calculations start coming on the forefront. Now, give an example. When I went to see my house, I wanted to buy. Somewhere in my mind it was, well, I think I'm getting a positive vibration. Somehow I feel good about it. I just went ahead and bought it. Believe me, the house became one of the prime locations. And it has fetched me much higher value than anything else I could have thought of. There are many similar examples where people negotiated, I'll give you a better deal, better and better and better. Somewhere in the heart, you don't agree. But then you say, wow, it's a good deal, let me take it. But in many of the cases, the outcome was bad. Now let's go to another such example. Finding a wife, a girlfriend. From your heart you feel, maybe my vibrations are not matching, but then I'm desperate, I really want to have a girlfriend. And then very soon you find it's separation, divorce, you name it. So friends, believing in your hunch is very, very important for you to be lucky. Let's go to rule number 5, keeping healthy. If you don't have health, you don't have wealth. It's a very old saying, healthy and wealthy. And that's what I say. If you're healthy, you're going to be happy. When I say healthy, it just not means about physical health. It means physical and mental health. You have to go to spiritualism in case if you need to. You have to practice good things like meditation, like yoga. Make sure you are mentally and physically healthy. Make sure you're stress-free. That will lead you to success. And the 6th and the final rule is be ethical. Be ethical in everything you do to others and expect from others to do. One mistake, one wrong deed you do, it will hound you for the rest of your life. Believe me, friends, once you reach the high position, world watches you. And that's the time when your past comes to hound you. If you have your past clean, your future will be better. Your investment in life is by being ethical. Make sure you don't do wrong to anyone. Make sure you do not commit a mistake which your heart doesn't allow. Make sure you are ethical. If you follow these 6 rules, creating your network, being positive, digging fortunes from failure, listening to your inner voice, keeping healthy and being ethical, I'm sure you'll become lucky. So friends, let's become lucky.